A key feature to the success of the SAWMAG is the ability to load it properly. These are our preferred speed loaders. It's a 5-round loose personal loader. They're not the standard loader that's available in the market. These have an added process that tightens the tolerance. The reason you need a secure fit is we have a steel tower, and if it's a wobbly fit, your cartridges will hang on the front where we have the feed ramps here, and will dent and dislodge the cartridges, can cause you to dent your cases. Lots of different things can happen. So for successful operation, first get the loader securely installed. And so you should tell that these are in line, not canted or cocked in any way. So then you should take one hand and securely hold the speed loader in its position. And then you can load the ammunition through the side. Do this for 150 rounds. Most likely you're loading from a loose quantity, and so you don't have your ammunition rounds counted out. So when you finish, you will actually have put 151 cartridges in. The 151st cartridge is going to be a little harder to come out, and you don't want it to come out in the gun, so you need to dislodge the 151st cartridge before installing into your weapon. Another type speed loader to use is the 10-round stripper clip. The most important thing of this is to properly align the loader on the tower, because these could be misaligned. If you have it misaligned, you're going to be denting and putting flats on the cartridges right about there. So get it properly aligned, parallel. Use your hand to support it in that manner. Do that till it's full. That's it. Okay, when to decrease your torque. You decrease the torque on your magazine if you are just having a compatibility issue. So the SAWMAG requires a good mainspring. So if you haven't recently replaced your mainspring and you're having issues, that's always the first place. You want to run the SAWMAG in its high spring settings. Then you have the most reliable system across all characteristics of different ammo variations, things like that, dirt and debris. You will want to decrease your torque if you are just basically, if the gun cannot chamber the round. Say it's getting behind the round and it's just stalling going to the chamber, and that's your only issue. Any other issues, you'd better look at, if you have hot enough cartridges, if you're running the H1 or H2 buffer. Those are situations where you would want to solve those first before getting here. But roughly, if the magazine so you see this type of action, or even a further progression of it, the cartridge, but the bolt is behind the round, but you stalled going to the chamber. That's a situation where you could solve it a couple of different ways. If you're confident that your spring is strong, you have the right buffers, then you're going to decrease the torque. A nice little tool that you can use that is easily stowable is a tool like this, number 2, and you can apply the torque needed on the faceplate screws. It does all that. On the back side, you can use this for this screw. Alright, to adjust the torque on the SAWMAG, first you will remove the cover plates. Alright, once you've got the screws out of the cover plates, take them off. You'll notice that the knobs are correlating with the white spot. So for this side, you turn it a little bit this way to relieve the button so you can pull the button out. What you're going to want to do is slowly let it relax. This side's going to be this way. Slowly let it relax. Now we ship, the dots correlate with the high setting that is standard about all our mags for when they go out the door. So for a low setting, what you would do is you would turn this in this direction. You get to just feel a little bit of torque, say about 90 degrees in rotation, just when the torque load is coming on, and you drop the button in. If the position is not exactly what you want, you can rotate the knob 90 degrees and get a different selection. But so we take that one to about there. This goes in this direction. Feel some torque come on right about there. Now when pressing on the cartridges, always try to press on the lower cartridge, and you'll incidentally press on the top row. That way you're pressing them both down. If you ever have cartridges in the magazine and try to press on just one row independently, it will attempt to go by the other row and just create a really tight feeling. So you must be pressing on the lower and upper rows together. See, once you have a decent response there, what you would a first test you could do is just put, say, 30 rounds in, take the ammo out slowly, and make sure that you have enough torque to get the dummies to empty out the bottom of the magazine. Alright, to test this area, just take the cartridges out and hold the magazine and make it operate slowly. Make sure it doesn't stall. And that looks good. Put the faceplates back on. Left is L down. The right side is R down, and then you will put the faceplate screws back in. The ones with the large washer go in the bottom inside corners. Then you want to tighten the torque sequence. Be careful not to over tighten and strip. look around the magazine and check for cracks. If there's any gaps, you just need to tighten the two screws up that are near the gaps, like here. And you're all good. Check the tension. Then you're ready to load the magazine and give it a test.